Ahoy, shipmates! Let me check. Yep, there's microphone's working today. Plenty of time for me to get back to my cabin today. Unlike yesterday, where I was a little tardy. I was out and about. But with our late departures today, we have... Well, not 3 departures today, but I thought I'd mention Ocean Marina tomorrow at 7. I'm going to live stream that as well, because I thought, hey, why not a morning departure? Makes a change. Yes, so we have the Arcadia. She's radioed in, and she's singling up. She'll be on our screen shortly. She's also radioed in with the passenger and crew numbers. Then we have the Silver Dawn at 9 o'clock. I'm going to have to hit the hammock for a few hours, and then I'll be up early for Marina at 7 o'clock. There is the construction for the Southampton International Boat Show down there in Mayflower Park. They've been making fantastic progress on that today.
Southampton BTS, Silver Dawn.
Silver Dawn, BTS.
BTS, good evening. Silver Dawn is reporting by 21:00 departure time. But just in case, we are trying to see the possibility to leave the port at 2030.
Silver Dawn BTS, stand by, please.
Oh, there, Silver Dawn's going
Standing by.
to try and leave early. Basically, try and follow Arcadia. That'll be handy. Light is perfect at the moment. Very, very nice. There was a bit of a good sunset on Ferry Cam earlier. Yes, they've been rattling through building the marquee here for the Southampton International Boat Show. Doing a very good job. But the weather today has not been very pleasant. It's been very wet and windy this morning. There was wind and showers. It sort of sorted itself out this afternoon. But we've still got gusts quite high, and I've noticed... go back to that. Yep. And I've noticed that, in fact, Arcadia is having the assistance of the Svitzer Bargate. She's pulling out the bows, although obviously they were expecting still the winds to be quite high, which they are. Visibility, not very good visibility. Is it 16.9 nautical miles, really? Is it that low? Yeah, it's not very good, actually. Yeah, I can't really see the Isle of Wight. Yeah, visibility not the best. And it's 17.7 C out there, 85% humidity, and it's not raining.
That's Silver Dawn BTS.
BTS, Silver Dawn.
Silver Dawn BTS, it will be possible for you to leave 2030 as long as your pilot has it.
Copy, BTS will be possible as far we have pilot. I will call pilot now, Channel 9.
BTS, we've just discussed this with the pilots, trying to locate how long it will take to get there.
So pilot is already informed to leave the port 2030?
No, he's still working on 2100. We need to find him to tell him. That's why I said if he gets there in time, you can leave at 2030.
Okay, I will try to reach him. Thank you so much.
Of course, the cruise ship can't leave without their pilot. So the pilots normally work on the times that are posted. So like Ray said, you have to wait if the pilot doesn't turn up.
That's Silver Dawn, BTS.
Oh, Silver Dawn's radio. BTS on radio again for Silver Dawn.
BTS, Silver Dawn.
You also have one tug booked. That will depend whether the tug can get you in time as well.
Yes, we order one tug book.
BTS, yes, for a 2100 departure.
Okay, copy. The tug is arranged for 2100. Copy that.
I think you heard that. They've got a tug booked as well for 2100. So they need a pilot and the tug to arrive half an hour early. Sounds like that's unlikely to happen, but maybe they'll just slip off a little bit earlier. Normally the tugs get there earlier, and the pilot normally gets there reasonably promptly. So maybe they'll get things together. We've got another one of these ship-carrying ships down here in the cruise terminal. I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's Caroline. Interesting. Not sure what she's loading up, but I've seen the crane slowly moving around today.
Island of BTS,
so I'm not sure what she's loading, but she's got blades on there, turbine blades.
Islander BTS, that's all copied. Can I have your ditch draft, number of passengers?
Okay, we've already had numbers for the Arcadia. Arcadia departs the port of Southampton.
BTS and your PEC number, and are you outbound of?
She's departing port of Southampton for Guernsey, although I don't think she's actually going to reach Guernsey today due to the weather. I think it's always typical. I think it was our shipmate Fraser at sea who said he tried to go to Guernsey on quite a few cruises and never actually managed to get there. And I think that's been the trend recently. I don't see many cruises go to Guernsey, but whenever they try and go, it always seems to be at the time when you have lots of storms coming in. Anyway, it's a 3-day round trip to Guernsey, and there's some pricing information there as well for you. It gives you an idea what it costs to head over to Guernsey. To be honest, I think the ferry might be cheaper, but obviously probably not as well as appointed. And you have to get off the ferry. Arcadia is 20 years old, built in 2005. Now she's got a maximum passenger occupancy of 2,094 and a maximum of 2,458. So she has 2070 on board and 851 crew. So it's pretty much maximum double occupancy and maximum amount of crew. There's quite a busy ship for a little 3-day cruise that we think is not going to Guernsey. Probably most likely somewhere else. Probably down to Torquay. Maybe that's a little more sheltered. Don't know if they'll even be able to get into port at Torquay there. Just noticing there's some...
That's all good. There's no immediate traffic. The Islander outbound from Portsmouth will depart the beach.
Quite nice colours down there coming in this evening on the Netley Cam there.
By the West Princessa and the one reinforcement approaching the North Sturbridge Buoy outbound main channel.
Yeah, so that's a very short cruise. I think I was talking about these the other day. I mean, they are sort of like a taster cruise if you just fancied having a go on a cruise ship and seeing what it's all about without committing to a full week or 14 nights. The only downside I could see with some of these, from what I've heard, is they do attract lots of stag do's and hen parties and those sorts of things, because it is only a 3-day or 3-night cruise. I'm not sure if it makes a difference which ship it is. Perhaps it's not so much on the Arcadia. Perhaps more on those other vessels. I see we've got plenty of shipmates in the chat. Hi there, Georgina Stevenson. Hi there, Waynan. Hi there, Deborah Speller. Hi there, Christine Nicholson. Hi there, Tizzy C. Hi there, Wayner says. Oh, Wayner says, can I give a big thank you to the Blue Spanner crew for keeping the engine room ticking over? Well done. All behind the scenes. Yeah, well, indeed. Couldn't do this without the Blue Spanner crew. That's absolutely true. Shipmate Jackie S. Oh, shipmate Jackie says a passenger that's aboard Arcadia said they're going to anchor off Devon tomorrow. Ah, yeah, there you go. Then that probably confirms. Looks like it's Torquay. I don't even know if they're going to attempt to get to shore. It might just be steam down to Torquay, drop anchor for a day, and then come back, or a couple of days. Well, shipmate Catherine Alicia. I forgot to renew her membership yesterday. Easily done, shipmate, easily done. Well, there's Stuart Jeffs.
BTS, Red, Osprey, Northwest Netley in. Permission to continue with speed, please.
Red Osprey, yes, just to do so. The Arcadia.
Shipmate Stuart Jeffs is having a jolly good time. He said he's sitting on Arcadia and the wine has just been delivered. Great timing. Couldn't ask for any better timing there, shipmate. I think you did passing in some lovely weather. It's a bit windy, but it's not raining. It's relatively warm. And we've got some really nice lights here as you're coming up on Mayflower Park. Looks like your tug has disappeared. I wonder if it's the Svitzer Bargate. I wonder if she's going to go straight over to... Probably going to go straight over to the Silver Dawn. Shipmate Catherine says she was constantly trying to turn the wipers on off in the driving left today. Southampton weather can be never makes more. No, it has been very odd weather today. When I've been watching Ferry Cam, 1 minute it's rainy, next minute it's sunny and bright, then it's rainy, sunny and bright. It really has. It feels like April showers, and I think this weather is going to continue for the next couple of days. Oh, actually, tomorrow, Friday looks good. Thursday looks not so great. Could be a bit wet and windy for tomorrow's broadcast. Saturday, however, looks jolly good indeed, which is great because we've got a Super Saturday with 5 ships departing port. Perhaps 3 days is not long enough on board Arcadia, and you actually want to go for 48 nights. Check this one out. World Cruise segment. So it's not even the whole World Cruise, it's just a segment. Southampton to Sydney. That calls in at Portugal, Canary Islands, Cape Verde, Senegal, Namibia, South Africa, Reunion, Mauritius, Fremantle, Australia, Adelaide, Australia, Melbourne, Australia, Sydney in Australia overnight, and then you have to make your own way home. That starts from £6,869 per person. £8,500 for a balcony. Gosh, that's certainly getting up there price-wise, isn't it? But that is 48 nights on board. Lovely itinerary. I'd very much like to see the coast of Namibia on my list of places to see. Liz H. Oh, she said thunder and lightning and heavy rain earlier in Sherwood Forest. Make it all soggy for Robin Hood, won't it? Or there, Fiona McNichol. Or there, Shepherd Book. Fiona McNichol says 3 days until I sail on Iona and the flag at the ready. Excellent. Well, you're going to have a lovely sail away currently. It's currently forecast to be 20 C, sunny, and a light breeze. But I'm sure that won't bother you, so it'll be perfect flag waving conditions. However, it might blow your flag around a bit. Bit of a decent looking sunset this evening. Arcadia.
Red Eagle BTS, that's all understood. Traffic information, Red Osprey, dockhead inbound. The Arcadia approaching Pierhead outbound.
Yeah, they're both copied, thank you.
Or there ship Neil Monday, or there Land Rover 1965. I think I've got everyone now. Chat has jumped quite a lot. I didn't realise the Arcadia had coloured lights up in her name.
BTS, Arcadia, Pierhead out.
Arcadia BTS, that's all copied. Red Osprey, dockhead inbound.
Roger.
Don't know if Arcadia is supposed to have coloured letters there. I don't remember seeing that before. Although it's been a while since we've
Red
done.
Osprey, the Arcadia.
We've done some night broadcasts.
Station calling the Red Osprey. Red Osprey, the Arcadia. Good evening to you. Well, you just read my mind. Red to red with you, please. Arcadia, Osprey. Yes, all copied. Yeah, we'll push over to starboard now. That's great. Have a good night.
Now, if that's a bit too much for you, perhaps 3 nights to Belgium in October. No, I didn't hear any honking this evening.
One reinforcement BTS, that's all copied. D-Mon 5 miles south of Nantara, inbound open and Stratford.
Let's have a look at that tug. Yeah, Lee Svitzer Bargate has gone over to the Silver Dawn. So that's good. So
I am the BTS on understood.
if the pilot gets on board quickly, then she could be away next. That'll be very efficient of them. I like the sound of that. Ed.
Mala VTS, good evening.
Apart from the World Cruise, which starts in the beginning of January, which it does with a lot of the ships. A lot of the ships go on the World Cruises. Arcadia is based in the port of Southampton for the entire year, apart from the World Cruise.
Mala VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, the Mont Saint Michel, 5 miles south of the Nab Tower, inbound over the new grounds, will enter the channel between the Nab East and the Nab Envoy. Over.
Well, the shipmate Fiona Nichols, she's on Iona on Saturday. Yes, you are going to have fantastic weather. Considering what the weather's been like, you've definitely planned that one well, shipmate. The ferry's just leaving at the same time. I've just got the outside microphone. I was hoping we might get a spot of Hornage, but it appears not.
Roger, 7 DTS, that's all good traffic information. The Arcadia passing Pierhead outbound, followed by the Red Eagle just departing of there.
I'm noticing over on Netley Cam, it's quite stable, so I think the wind must be dying down. Must be reducing quite noticeably. It appears to be very central here. We've got one ferry departing, and then over on the port cam we've got another ferry arriving. I was laughing. One of the shipmates yesterday suggested an idea for a video. They sell on the little shop on the Red Funnel ferry. They sell models of the Red Funnel ferry in knockoff Lego. And he was suggesting that I could see if I could build the model of the ferry in the hour it takes to get to the Isle of Wight. I feel like that might be quite a challenge. It's been some years since I've built anything out of Lego, but I think I might give it a go. That might be more of a video for the winter. Quite nice to spend a day over in Cowes in the winter when the weather's a bit rough. Shipmate Multibird's Waking thinks it can be done in an hour. I can't remember how many pieces it was, like 260 pieces. Yeah, I think it's possible. I wouldn't say it's impossible. I'd have to. Could be quite tight there. Well, they should make Lynn Douglas all the way from down under. Fantastic. Australian shipmates indeed. I was just having a quick look at the map to see what was happening. It looks like Spitzer-Bargate's parked up. Yeah, she looks like she's parked up. So maybe the pilot has not arrived yet. To get cruise cam to focus. It's being very stubborn. It's not wanting to focus at the moment for some reason. Oh, he's very good at focusing. Although it has been misbehaving a lot lately. It's giving us some very interesting imagery. Well, multi-buzz waking cells. Marina has a really weird set of timings. 2:18 arrival, 7 o'clock departure, but she is overnighting. I think Marina overnighted. I think the timings are peculiar because she was due again. She was one of these ones due to go to Guernsey, and instead they cancelled that and just came straight into Port Southampton for an extra night. So the weather has been pushing quite a few of the ships around, changing these schedules from what they should be. As this is a fairly unusual departure time this time of the evening for Arcadia. Well, she made deal Monday. Oh, he says only 41 days to the group cruise. Oh dear, I really need to do some prep for that, don't I? Oh, there comes Arcadia past the dockhead. And she's off on this cruise here, a 3-night cruise to Guernsey, except for she's not going to Guernsey. It's been redirected. She is now instead going to Town Quay. I'm not sure if she's actually going to visit the port or if they're just going to drop anchor. Impending storms are causing all sorts of issues. The red funnel ferry there, patiently waiting, following out the Arcadia. Next away at 9 o'clock, although they did radio and say they wanted to leave early, is the Silver Dawn, which is quite keen to get going. But they had to wait for the pilot and the tug. The tug's there, but I'm not sure where the pilot is.
Mavic, so copy.
Well, shipmate Gary C. had recently reviewed Cruise Cam. Yeah, Cruise Cam's not a well camera. It seems to be functioning all right at the moment, but it's intermittent. I've got a replacement for Cruise Cam. I just need to configure it, sort it out, and see if I can find someone to go out there and install it. At the same time, I need to probably improve my anti-pigeon technology. Well, the shipmate Randy Barnes. Oh, he's from San Diego. I'm just looking back through the shipmate Wes Adams says, anyone built the Titanic Lego model? Over 9,000 pieces. That's probably, you could probably do that on a cruise, couldn't you? If you had a 7-night cruise, you might be able to complete a 9,000 piece model. Actually, I don't know how long it takes to build Lego models these days. Shipmate Wenner's asking, does the captain know if he can add his onboard events to the Princess Group app schedule? I have no idea. That's probably something for our channel sponsor Paul. Paul to answer. He's been dealing with some of that. It would sound like something sensible to do, wouldn't it? Be able to add your group cruise on. Oh, I'm just spotting that they're lowering something. Oh, I think it might be turbine blades. What are they lowering? Oh, I think it might be the plates, the deck hatches. Yeah, I think they're lowering the deck hatches back on to the Caroline there. Shipmate Catherine says the YouTuber she watched has done the Titanic Lego. It's absolutely huge. I had no idea that there was such a thing as a Titanic Lego model. 9,000 pieces. It's got to be pretty big, isn't it?
Video BTS, that's all understood. Red Top short cows. Jet 7, full deep. Well, there should be Pipsy with a helpful explanation how to pronounce his name. I think I was trying my hardest to pronounce it last time. It's a lovely evening with views of Arcadia. It is a lovely evening. Got some lovely setting sun views. In case you're wondering, shipmate, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting you live and direct from the port of Southampton. Just a mere 30 minutes into the broadcast here. Our captain's remembered his banner. 30 minutes for all you with the captain's banner bigger. Hoy, the shipmate Kex, guten Abend. Shipmate, yes, Arcadia is indeed an adult-only ship. I think there's a couple more in the P&O fleet. I'll never remember. I think it might be the Aurora, might be adult-only as well. And then I think there might be another one. Yeah, they've got a few adult-only. Yeah, there we go. Mark G's got it. Yeah, Aurora. There we go. Aurora and Arcadia. I think that's the only two that are adult-only. I think that's why quite a few of the shipmates like them.
Yes, Red Osprey.
Red Osprey, yes,
BTS Red Osprey, good evening again. Shortly looking to shift from Royal Pier over to Town Quay Seaburst, shutting down for this evening. Next crew in at 2300.
Yes, full copy.
Yeah, I think Netlicam's being blown around slightly. It is worse off Netlicam when the wind is from the west. It's from the southwest, it seems to be really good. But if it's from the west or north, other directions, it seems to really struggle on top of its big, tall, wobbly mast. Oh, Michael says, had you joined in the banner bingo? Well, it's not official. Maybe I should make it official. You'll have to. What you should do is all drop a comment in the chat before we go live. What time you think the captain's going to bring up his banner? Well, the shipmate Lizzie says, will you show Sky Princess the day you depart on the group cruise? Probably. Actually, do you know what? I don't even know what else is in port departing. That's a good question, actually, shipmate. I have live streamed when I departed on Norwegian Aqua. Maybe I'll try it again. I think I'm getting better at it. Let's have a look. What have we got? So on our departure day, Mine Chief 3 and Sky Princess are just the two. I imagine Mine Chief 3 might depart quite late. So I'll probably just do Sky Princess. We could... well, I'm just thinking I could probably do it from the top of the ship. We could all go up by the Sky Princess name. The group cruise right at the top of the ship. I'll see if I can do it from there. I don't know how practical that will be. Might be worth it though. Could be amusing. Oh, yeah, shipmate, sounds right. It was the Norwegian Aqua on her maiden voyage from Southampton to Boston, and that was redirected to New York instead. And I've still got one more film to make for that. Just one more film, and then that's that series completed. And that's my day in New York. Yeah, it was rather a rapid day. That was unexpected day in New York. Because, like I say, we're supposed to go to Boston. Well, what's the record? Oh, I think it was over 3 hours. It might have been 3 hours, 45 minutes or something. It was a long time. It was a long time indeed. Yeah, so maybe I'll do a different live stream. Maybe we'll just go to the top. We'll go to the top of Sky Princess, and we can all be up there, and we'll broadcast from the top as we depart. I probably won't make it a long broadcast.
That's understood. There's no reported inbound traffic.
But at least we can be up there for the departure. And I think I know how to get things to work these days remotely. I'll use my broadcast machine here to broadcast remotely. And then I can maybe get some of the spanners to drive the cameras. And then we can have a camera up on top. Shipmate Spike says, I expect a record number of wavers. Oh yes, I think we'll break any waving record. Definitely, that's for sure. Especially if we get all of us up there at the same time, simultaneously waving. Maybe we need to fly a flag as well. I've not thought about flying a flag.
Roger, 7 BTS ships a bit safe to do so.
Just noticing there's some definite flaring going on in Fawley.
17 Michelle BTS, that's all copied. St Marlow at St Helens outbound will depart the channel between the Nav East and the Nav End for you.
Oh yeah, Shipmate Shepherd, that's right, it reminds me of the banner. Yes, I think I actually ended the live stream, but it was still going, and then I remembered I hadn't done the banner, so I came in after the live stream finished to pop the banner up. That's right. Well done, Shepherd. Good memory there. Yeah, that was a long one. Mexican Wave, says Catherine Alicia. Could be, could do that. Sounds very organised. A super huge flag, yeah, that's an idea. had some issues over in Hawley, and it's slowed up production. And there's been lots of flaring going on, lots of announcements going out to the general public saying not to be alarmed if you see bright lights over Hawley. Occasionally people think the place is on fire and they call the fire brigade. Right, it is 8:30. I know Silver Dawn was quite keen to get away earlier, but I don't think the pilots turned up earlier. In case you fancy a leg on the world cruise. Oh, is that a big bright moon? Oh, it is, isn't it? Wow, it's a big bright moon. Gosh. A bright moon, the bright Hawley flaring on the right, and the Esso terminal down there all lit up. I'd forgotten what doing live streams like at night time was like. Oh, shipmate, I've forgotten how to say your name. Pipsy. I'm sorry if I've got it wrong again. Asking what the weather's like. Yeah, the weather's not too bad. It's been very windy today, very wet and windy. But the wind is dying off now, but it has required the assistance of tugs. Visibility is not particularly good, and the wind is coming from a westerly direction. Temperature still around about 17 C, so fairly mild. No sign yet of the Silver Dawn. Well, it should make multi-birds wake, yes. I think, yeah, the flaring is a last resort. It's mainly when the processes go wrong in the plant. They've had some mechanical problems lately, and they've been, I know that, talking to someone, they said they had to abandon the entire plant. The plant has many sub-processes, but there was one key process, which I forget the name of. And if that key process goes down, all the subplants go down, and that's what happened a couple of weeks ago, and that's why we had an awful lot of flaring going on. And then it takes a little while to get it all back going again, apparently. Oh, shipmate Ware says full moon Sunday. Lunar eclipse too. Oh, wow. Certainly he's noticing the moon is very bright at the moment. Oh, the camera is very sensitive. Why is the camera so sensitive? There we go. Well, there, Johnny B. If we get a view, can't really get a view on cruise cam. It seemed to have rather large bright lights on Caroline there as she's loading things.
VTS, the Silver Dawn. Good evening.
Silver Dawn's on the radio.
Silver Dawn, VTS, good evening.
Yeah, VTS, the Silver Dawn. Good evening. Well, 101 for departure. Head out. Draft is 6.7. Come back with numbers shortly. We're out to the east main channel for Portland, and looking good for the stemmed 2100 away.
VTS, that's all understood, thank you.
And Bargate, the Silver Dawn, 7-4, please.
Silver Dawn, Bargate, 7-4.
Bargate's the tug. There you go. She's going to be assisting. So they have had quite strong winds today, and they do like a little bit of a tug assistance.
Well, the shipmate, the Eki24 says, I find this channel so relaxing and informative. I'll be on Britannia in 16 days, so I'll give you away. Excellent shipmate, Britannia in 16 days. I wonder where you'll be off to on Britannia. Oh, that's a good point as well. I'm just thinking ahead for a change. Captain doesn't normally think ahead very much. Currently, I'm just saying currently the Brambles Bank cricket match is going to be on Thursday the 11th of September. It's forecasting light rain and showers. That'll be slightly disappointing. I mean, obviously you get fairly wet on Bramble Bank anyway, but it's not going to be helpful for all the electronics if it's going to be raining. Well, this shipmate Robin Gregorio, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Shipmate CS28 or the possibility of real auroras. Oh, really? I didn't know we were due for some auroras. Although, a while ago we did have 2 ships go down Southampton water, the Kino Aurora and the Fred Olsen Borealis. So, in fact, we did have an Aurora Borealis on Southampton water. Yeah, they're just putting the plates back on top of the ship here in the ocean terminal. Interesting. Don't know what they've been loading into the ship. I haven't been watching particularly. There we go. Down she goes. Oh, it's very bright down there. It's the Esso refinery. Shipmate Ready Barnes, oh, he's saying yes, the Silver Dawn, operated by the Silver Seas Cruises, which is a subsidiary of Royal Caribbean International. Indeed it is. And Paul from Love Cruise has sent me over some prices for them, and, well, I can best describe them as being entertaining. Although he was at pains to inform me that there are a number of things included. I have to see. See what the prices are like. I'm very tempted to have a quick look. Oh, yeah, very expensive. Wonder what was included. He did tell me. Oh yeah, they include all sorts of things on the Silver Seas Cruises. Door-to-door chauffeur, a butler in every suite, complimentary beverages everywhere, minibar on the room, replenished daily, gourmet dining, gratuities, 1-to-1 passenger to crew ratio, short excursions and lectures, and all-inclusive expedition cruising. I know when I went on a ship visit on the Oceania ships, they were at pains to tell me that they have a chef to passenger ratio, which I'd never heard of before. And on one of the ships I was on, which was the Oceania Marina, it was 10 chefs to every one passenger. No, sorry, 10 one chef to every 10 passengers. But on the newer ship, they were bringing that down to one chef to every 8 passengers, which sounds to me incredible. The whole ship must be full of chefs. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much chance of seeing the Northern Lights down here in the port of Southampton, unfortunately. It's a little too bright, that for one thing, and a little too far south. I don't know, I suppose things could change. Yeah, good top tip there from that shipmate CS28. Yes, that is quite amusing. A friend of mine went on the hurdy-gurdy ferries up in Norway, which is part of the reason you go on those is to see the Northern Lights. And they said exactly the same thing. If you look up into the sky, you can sort of see some colours, but it's really faint. But use your phone and you get some beautiful pictures. That's one of those times where the phone actually takes a better picture than your eyes can see. So next away is the Silver Dawn at 9 o'clock. And then, like I say, I'm going to have a live stream tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock for the Oceania Marina. Occasionally I do a morning broadcast. It certainly appeals to some of the shipmates that live overseas in their different time zones.
Red Eagle, BTS, that's all. Copy, thank you. One reinforcement BTS, all understood. There's no reported traffic. Could you possibly...
Well, I think I heard some horns over the radio, very faint. I mean, Silver Dawn is facing towards the outside microphone. So it's definitely a possibility. Looks like the tug is on the bow. I haven't heard on the radio that she's letting go, but it might just be the pre-warm-up horns before the action starts. Shipmate Randy Barnes, yes. Great cruise advice from Randy there.
Silver Dawn, BTS.
Make sure you diet when you leave. Yeah, the food on board would be fantastic, that's for sure.
Silver Dawn, BTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Red Falcon at the Reach, inbound.
Yeah, I think that was the horn from Silver Dawn. It sounds like she has let go.
One reinforcement, BTS.
There we go. There's the
BTS copy 0800 approximately. Thank you.
Arcadia on the other side of Carrot Spit. Heading off to Town Quay. I wonder which way she's going. I didn't hear which way she was going on the radio. Probably going to the east, I suspect. No one seems to go to the west. Yeah, it's suddenly gone very dark. I noticed when I was looking earlier over at the Solent, it was quite choppy. There were quite a lot of waves out there. The wind was whistling through. Unusual sight. The ferry terminal is empty. It's very unusual. Not often we see an empty ferry terminal.
BTS, that's all copied. There's no reported inland traffic.
It's tomorrow fairly interesting with a 7 o'clock in the morning departure for
Red Park and BTS, that's all understood. Traffic information, Silver Dawn about to let go from 101 berth outbound.
the Oceana Marina has overnighted here in the Port of Southampton. She came in very early in the morning. I'm sure we're leaving at 7 in the morning tomorrow. And then in the afternoon at 4 o'clock got the Regal Princess. Then there's nothing on Friday, bizarrely. And then we got Super Saturday with 5 ships departing.
Red Star BTS, that's all understood. The Red Falcon just passed the hook inbound.
3 at 4 o'clock, 1 at 5, and then 1 at 8 o'clock. Well, shipmate, where life takes you. So, a quick question as we're new to the channel. Where do you film from? Port offices? Do you also work there? No, I've got various cameras located around the port and down Southampton Water. They're located at a couple of yacht clubs and a couple of residential buildings. Gives me relatively good coverage of the port. And no, I don't work in the port, no. Oh, an excellent spanner there. Matt King's posted a link on many cameras, streaming all the time. Most of them are working. Cruise cam is, it's behaving itself at the moment. Good. Yes, the Silver Dawn is on the move. I can see her. She's just moved away from the dockside there. The wind has definitely dropped, so I don't really know that tug was necessary, but it was very windy earlier, certainly in that sort of wind speed that a tug would be required for sure. Shipman Spike, he's guessing the captain's location. Cabin above the Dancing Man Brewery. Oh, yeah, that's living the dream, that is.
Silver Dawn, she was due to call in at Guernsey yesterday, and I think they cancelled that. She's just come straight into Port of Southampton, but she's off on a 12-day round trip, Southampton to Southampton, calling in at various locations around the UK and Ireland. First port of call is the Weymouth, Isle of Portland, then Liverpool in England, Holyhead on Anglesey Island in Wales, Belfast in Northern Ireland, Greenock in Glasgow in Scotland, Waterford in Republic of Ireland and Cork in the Republic of Ireland, then Falmouth back in the UK, and then trying again, she's going to head over to Guernsey in the Channel Islands. I think I can see the tug has... Oh, looks like the ship's going backwards. Interesting. She was a bit further away from the shore side. Now she seems to have drifted back. I just briefly saw the tug come onto the screen and then disappear again. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe they forgot to let go all the lines. I actually see the Silver Dawn in port fairly often. It's in and out over the months of September and October. Then looking at her itinerary, she's then going to move down to Lisbon and Tenerife for the run up to Christmas. Then, like so many of the other ships, she'll be heading off to Fort Lauderdale for the January. I'm just looking at some of these prices. They are quite expensive. Particularly the 141-day one-way cruise from Fort Lauderdale to Lisbon in Portugal. A stunning itinerary. Absolutely stunning. That's $100,000 per person. I wonder if Paul from Love Cruise can get me a discount on that. Well, the shipmate Parker, asking the important questions here. Where does Mr. Whippy go when the boat show is on? Well, he is nearby. At the moment, he's just at well, I wonder if we can see him. Well, we can't see him because he's not there. He's not out about this time of day. But during the day, you'll see him down here, just outside of the restaurant, and probably selling lots of ice creams to all the builders, coffees and things like that. So yeah, he's down there, and then later on, when the boat show's running, he's round the corner. So he still gets his trade in. Probably quite busy, I would have thought. Well, the shipmate where life takes you says, they are sailing out on Ione on Saturday. Be sure to look out for our Cumbria flag. Cumbria flag, excellent. I'm pretty sure we've not had a Cumbria flag before. Or have we? Do you know what? We may have well done, actually. Let's have a quick look, see if I recognise it.
No, I'm not sure we have actually. Looking at that. I should know what to look for. Shipmate door page. Oh no, fireman's pole. My cabin down into the bar at the Dancing Man. Now that's that's good thinking. That is, I like that. Oh, well, there shipmate Bucker. Oh, wants an ice cream. Excellent. Well, he's certainly there. He'll be lurking. He'll be there somewhere. The only thing is, you won't be able to get into Mayflower Park as it's closed due to the boat show. Red Funnel Ferry managed at last to overtake the Arcadia. The Bargate. Bargate was on the bow of the Silver Dawn here. Now she's gone to the stern. Oh, interesting. Sounds like Shipmate, where life takes you. It's their first time on a cruise by the sound of it. It's a long way from Cumbria to Southampton, isn't it? That's got to be. It's got to be what, a 7-hour drive or something. Something in that sort of region. Probably ideal that you come down the day before. Well, the Shipmate Jill Marsh. Just seeing the merest glimpse now of Silver Dawn. Also noticing that getting this, I mean the moon. I was going to say the sun, but there's the moon lighting up the water over there. It really is bright this evening. There we go, there's the Silver Dawn. With Tug Bargate pulling at the stern now. Oh, Tug Bargate originally was on the bow. Now she's on the stern. Well, Shipmates Lorna Duff says surely she goes west for Torquay. Yeah, that's what you'd hope, wouldn't it? You'd hope they'd go west. They just don't seem to. She's definitely going east. I heard her on the radio. Well, someone's going east. Maybe it's the Silver Dawn. Silver Dawn's smaller. You thought that would have been more likely candidate to head down the west channel past the Needles. But no, they don't seem to be very keen on doing that. It was only the Celebrity Apex last year that gave us a few exciting trips past the Needles. Some really lovely shots. It was really good weather conditions when she went. There she is. There's Silver Dawn. Interesting colour to the hull. It's a slightly, so it's a white upper, and then I don't know if you can see the lower half has got a slight, I'm not quite sure what colour, slight tan colour or something. Don't see it on any other ship, just the Silver Sea ships. Maybe it's supposed to be gold or titanium
So this is this cruise, if you're interested. Coming in at a very reasonable £6,800 for a Vista suite, or £14,000 per person for the Royal suite. And she's calling at Portland, day at sea Liverpool. Holyhead on Anglesey in Wales, Belfast in Northern Ireland, Greenock in Scotland, day at sea Cork, and then Falmouth, and then trying to go to St. Peter Port in Guernsey. Silver Dawn has to be one of the smaller ships we get here in the Port of Southampton. I don't know if I got any passenger numbers, unfortunately. But she departs, I would guessing, with probably about 500 passengers on board, thereabouts, maybe a little less. But she's got a maximum double occupancy of 576 and 408 crew. So quite a small ship, only 40,000 gross tons. Yeah, I can't think of many other ships that are that small. Mr. Cootie's, the new Indian restaurant, it's not Mr. Cootie anymore, he's left. Shipmate Spike, oh yes, that's right, the Europa from Cows went past Needles. Yeah, that's right, you're right, well done. Well remembered, shipmate, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, I think that was the only one we've had this year. Yeah, we can't really see the colour of the hull in this light, but it's an odd, not an odd colour. It's very subtle. I don't think we've got any waivers up on the decks, unfortunately. Anyway, so that's the prices for this cruise, this 12-night cruise from Southampton to Southampton. If perhaps you fancy Southampton to Lisbon later on in the month. And that calls in Saint Malo in France, and then Bordeaux for 3 days, Bilbao in Spain, Gijón in Spain, day at sea Vigo in Spain, Porto in Portugal, and then Lisbon overnight. And that's from £9,000 per person. £20,000 per person for a grand suite. Annoyingly, the brightness of that building does play havoc with the cameras now. I'll try and avoid it. Like I said, quite a lot of things are included with the Silver Seas cruises. Door-to-door chauffeur, a butler in every suite. Complimentary beverages everywhere. A minibar in the room that's replenished daily. Gourmet dining, of course. Gratuities. And they're aiming for a 1-to-1 passenger to crew ratio. Short excursions, lectures, all-inclusive expedition cruising. Yeah, it's a different type of cruising with the Silver Seas. And the one I just looked at earlier, which does look quite fascinating, is departing on the 6th of January from Fort Lauderdale to Lisbon, but not going across the Atlantic, it's going round the other way, round the wrong way. And that's 141 days at sea, and that's $100,000 per person. And the itinerary is amazing. Calls in at Cozumel in Mexico, Puerto Rico, Panama Canal, Ecuador, Peru, Easter Island, whole lot of stops in French Polynesia, Bora Bora, Papeete, then over to the Cook Islands, then Tonga Island, Vanuatu Island in Fiji, Vanuatu, Grande Terre Island, New Caledonia, and then a whole lot of cruising around Australia, Norfolk Island, Australia, New Zealand, Bay of Islands, Auckland, then back to Australia, Melbourne, Adelaide, Kangaroo Island, Port Lincoln, Bosseltown, Fremantle, Exmouth, Western Australia, Broome, Western Australia, Darwin in the Northern Territories. Then heads up to Indonesia for Lebar and Benoa in Bali Island, Bali. Then Singapore. Then across to... Oh, I need to move the camera. Too busy reading the itinerary. Then across to Kuala Lumpur. Then the island of Phuket in Thailand. Down to Sri Lanka. A couple of stops, Colombo in Sri Lanka. Then Kochi in India. The Seychelles. Mauritius. Reunion Island. Where do I get to? And then a whole lot of stops in South Africa. Durban. Cape Town. And then a couple of stops in Namibia, Angola.
Falcon BTS, Solent Ships, please, for the outbound Silver Dawn, as you can see, Arcadia is turn as well.
Angola, then Gambia. Finally, the Canary Islands, a couple of stops in Portugal, and then finally Lisbon in Portugal.
Southampton VTS, Spitsabari, finished on the Silver Dawn. Next is the Hamburg Highway.
Oh, hello. The lights went on and off.
Arcadia BTS was the red Falcon at the inbound.
And that's 141 days, one way, starting at $100,000 per person.
VTS, the Silver Dawn, peer head out now.
Silver Dawn, good evening. Steady traffic, red Falcon air, focus eastbound the word.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, someone said they wondered what was going on. There's a tug closely following in the stern. Absolutely. It's a bit confusing at night, isn't it? Not very good visibility. The Ada ships are the best with all their lights. But one of the red funnel ferries is knocked off for the evening. Yep, that looks like a pretty fantastic cruise, if you ask me. 141 days at sea, and I don't know how many destinations. Quite a lot. I've noticed a few of those are also overnight as well. Oh yeah, I mean, that's just phenomenal. All the way around the world. But this cruise is a slightly more reasonable starting price of £6,800 per person. Well, the Mega Ships UK said nearly had a heart attack when I seen a 20k for a cruise. Yeah. 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 That's not cheap, is it? 12 nights. That's £20,000 per person. Lots of things included, don't forget. But yes, that's £40,000 for 12 nights. You could actually buy a small house somewhere for that, couldn't you? Here's the Arcadia, she's over on the Isle of Wight, passing our cow's cow. She made Johnny B says 20 grand, yeah. Yeah, they're not cheap, are they? Not cheap at all. Lots of things included, though. And like I say, it's 1-to-1 crew to passenger ratio. Arcadia off to a drop anchor in Torquay. I think that's all she's doing. I don't know that she's going to be actually visiting Torquay itself. She was supposed to be going to Guernsey, but weather conditions are not good. In fact, I wonder what the wind looks like. I do enjoy the wind feature on this app. It feels like I'm forecasting my own weather. Oh, I see. Yeah. So that's the reason why there's been some problem is we've had this low pressure system here, but it looks like it's deteriorating, and there is a correct meteorological term for it. Not dying down. What is it doing? Dispersing? No, I don't know. It's doing something. Yes, if I had a few more subscribers, then perhaps I could go on one of these cruises, and I promised to vlog about it every day and upload the films. Well, I'm sure we're having a jolly good time on board. Must be an entirely different experience travelling on something like Silver Seas compared to P&O or, frankly, any of the other more mainstream brands. This will give you a good idea of size comparison here. So here's one of the red funnel ferries, and they look quite small compared to most of the cruise ships we get here in port. But look at that, not that small compared to the Silver Sea ship. Shipmate Spike says lots included on the umbrella cruises for a tenth of the price of the Silver Dawn. Ah, yes, but do you get a one-to-one crew to passenger ratio? That's the question. That's the question. Well, so it's good to know what the price is like on other vessels, other ships, other cruise lines. Quite surprising sometimes, some of the prices. Right, Shipmate, hope you've enjoyed that one. I think we're running out of light as it's getting quite dark now. I shall just follow the Silver Dawn as she passes dock head. I'm starting to struggle to see much on the cameras, and cameras are shaking around a bit. But back again, if you care to join us tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, we'll be live streaming the departure of Oceania Marina. Unusual to have a 7 o'clock in the morning departure, but I think it might be quite a nice thing to do. And then nothing on Friday, and Saturday is a super Saturday. We have 5 ships departing on Saturday. Oh, if you haven't subscribed, shipmates, I do urge you to subscribe. It helps the channel out massively, spreads the word. And if you have subscribed, many thanks. And to all my PayPal donors, Patreons, members of the channels, many thanks indeed for all your efforts and support. And of course, most of all, many thanks to the Blue Spanner crew for looking after this chat and all the other chats on all the other live streams. Till next time, shipmates.
VTS, Silver Dawn, approaching Western Shelf out now.
Silver Dawn, VTS, received.